Here, we will demonstrate the NeTIX ASN creation from our NeTIX portal. Depending on the customer requirements, an ASN can be as simple as a basic delivery note sent in advance of delivery, or more complex, where the ASN advises of exactly what products are packaged into which boxes and which pallet those boxes are on. In this demonstration, we are going to work through creating an ASN for NHS supply chain. NHS supply chain require the more complex ASNs from suppliers, having to advise what products are contained within each box and, if it's a palletized delivery, which boxes are on each pallet. It is important to remember that most order management systems will only support the most basic ASN, which simply advises the total quantity of each item to be delivered. Therefore, suppliers will often need an additional application in order to create the more complex ASN, in order to include the boxes and pallet information. This is typically achieved in one of two ways. Either the basic delivery note data can be pulled into the application, or the order or order response can be used so the product can be allocated to boxes and, if necessary, palletized. Both options save a great deal of time, as all the customer, delivery, and product quantities are already provided for us. In this demonstration, we will use the existing order response as the basis for creating the ASN. So all that we need to do is correctly allocate the products to the boxes and pallets. We can then automatically generate the box and pallet barcode labels and send the ASN. We start with the message that has the information we need about the basic delivery. In this case, we'll use the order acknowledgement that has the product quantities expected to be delivered. We can then select the type of message that I want to create. ASNs are known as shipping notes on the NeTIX portal. As you can now see, we have displayed a shipping note form with most of the data filled in for us. We can now simply enter our dispatch note number, which is mandatory, and provide any further details specific to the delivery that may be needed, like carrier reference. With that completed, we can turn our attention to the product lines and quantities we need to allocate into boxes and pallets. Here we see a number of different products and quantities ready to allocate. We can simply enter a box reference the item is in, along with a pallet reference if needed in the outer shipping unit. We can then set the number of products delivered in this box and click Save. The unallocated quantity is now reduced by the amount we already have allocated, ready for the next allocation. We have also an allocated line created, showing the box and pallet if entered. We can now repeat this process for the remaining products and quantities. Once we are happy with the allocation, we use the Confirm button at the top to complete the ASN and generate the SSCC numbers for the boxes and any pallets used. With the ASN completed and SSCC is allocated, we can now print the SSCC labels. These can then be attached to the corresponding boxes and pallets ready for shipment. The ASN can now be sent ahead of the delivery to NHS supply chain. That completes the ASN creation and submission process.